All right, so this is where I turn into a giant nerd. I love animal nutrition. I love talking about it. I think it's one of the most fascinating subjects we talk about in animal science, and it's really just something that I can get excited about and talk a lot about. So I will try and limit my commentary. So we're going to start with just general definitions that you need to know. Nutrition is one of them, and nutrition is the process by which animals receive a proper and balanced food and water ration so that it can grow, maintain its body, reproduce, and perform. A nutrient is a substance or part of feedstuff that is necessary for an organism to live and grow. It's also known as a single group of foods in the same general chemical composition that supports animal life. Required nutrients include water, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. We're going to break each one of those down right now. So, the 6 basic nutrients. The first one we're going to talk about is the most important one, and it is water. A lot of people forget about water, but water is considered a nutrient, and it is considered the most important nutrient. Animals can actually go several days without food, but they need water. It is vital for proper body functions, and it makes up 55 to 65% of an animal's body. If they don't get water, it's a big deal. It dissolves and transports other nutrients. It aids in digestion, and it helps carry waste from the body. It also helps regulate body temperature, and it supports breathing or respiration. Proteins. Proteins are complex nutrients that are composed of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, and nitrogen, and they develop and repair body organs and tissues. So if you've ever been an athlete or know an athlete, they really focus on protein consumption because it helps to build muscle, also helps build nerves, skin, hair, hooves, and feathers. And it's really important in the reproduction process of a developing fetus. It helps transmit DNA and also the development of the young. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are very important in converting food into energy. Carbohydrates are made up of chemical elements of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbohydrates support general body functions like breathing and digesting and all those things that we have to do naturally. They also help to store fat and produce body heat. Types of carbohydrates would include sugars, starches, and fibers. Fats. So fats contain the same chemical components of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen that carbohydrates do, but in different combinations. Fats also provide energy, very similar to carbohydrates, but they contain 2.25 times more energy than equal amounts of carbohydrates and protein. Fats aid in absorbing fat-soluble vitamins and provide essential fatty acids that are needed in an animal's diet. Vitamins, these are organic substances that are designated by different letters like A, B, C, D, E, and K, and they are needed for specific biochemical reactions that happen in the body. Vitamins are needed in pretty small amounts, and they are needed for regulating the digestive system, absorption, and metabolism of food. Minerals. Minerals supply the material for building bones, teeth, and the skeleton, and producing body regulators like enzymes and hormones. Minerals are divided into 2 groups, macrominerals and microminerals. Macrominerals, these are 7 major minerals that are needed in bigger quantities, and they are most likely lacking in the ration. Microminerals are really only needed in very small amounts, very trace amounts. There are 9 trace minerals total. These are not typically going to be lacking in the diet because if they're in the food at all, typically the animal is getting exactly what it needs. We're going to talk about symptoms of nutrient deficiency in the next video.